Hello everyone. My name is Altar Guy, and welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. Sorry for the delay in uploading. I was going back to visit the family for Easter, so I wasn't able to post a video since then as I was traveling. Anyway, if you recall in the last episode, we made some progress on the base. We went to teleport to the space station. We talked to some folks. We met a strange... Well, we didn't meet a strange Gek. We saw that a Gek was exhibiting some kind of weird behaviors. Maybe he was possessed or something. And we came back to our base computer, which gave us the coordinates for some weird possible distress signal. So we're going to hop in our ship. We're going to take off, and we're going to go have a look-see. Launch thruster's at 10%. That is going to be an issue. Let me see. I do have fuel. Okay, let's just start off by putting that in there. Nice. Let's try not to crash into the ground, because you totally can do that, and it's not great. So we're just going to spend the next 25 seconds flying over, enjoying and admiring the scenery, because this game is freaking beautiful. And I want to reiterate that I do apologize about the sort of lackluster video quality for the past couple of episodes. Unfortunately, I am sort of working with just the default screen record, so I do not have a capture card at the moment to make this even better. But trust me when I tell you that this game looks phenomenal. Anyway, we have reached the region. I can speak. And there's some condensed carbon crystals right there, which is a delightful find. But looks like there's a very large ship that crashed here. So I guess maybe there's going to be something inside. I honestly don't remember, to be perfectly honest with you. It has been a very long time since I have played the intro sequence of the game. So I legitimately do not remember what the deal is with that. Oops, not that. Right, I want to split the stack.
Technology recharge.
Because I mainly want to... I really only want to put one battery in these systems at a time, because it charges in a solid 50%. So it would be kind of a waste to do any more than that. But yeah, so let's go check this out. Unfortunately, even at night, it's still freaking hot, which, gotta say, I would not love that. That would not be my favorite thing. Oh, I need regular carbon. Well, isn't that just a shame? There were some cacti over here. I'm pretty sure the cacti also give oxygen. I just need to get out of detection range of that sentinel, because if I destroy too many things, it's going to get very upset. So let's just get a bunch of carbon. Like so. Make some life support jelly. Life support gel, stick it in there. And now we're doing ever so lovely. Although, it is a little funny to me that life support gel doesn't use oxygen, so I don't entirely understand how it works. We've learned the Viking word for you. Very nice. There's more carbon over there. Can I mark it? No. Okay. I mean, yeah, we saw the crashed ship. I don't really necessarily need the target sweep mode for this. I can see something has happened. Clearly. Analysis movement. So there's a humming sack, probably underneath me, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so this is an enormous ship. I wonder what happened. Well, it crashed, obviously. Like, how? Maybe if we go inside, we'll be able to find out. Assuming I can even find a way inside. Finalizing signal. Okay. Encoded signal locked. So it's up there somewhere. Do we not actually go inside whatever this is? Big ol' ship. I'm sure there would be a lot of goodies in there. And yeah, I did see that damaged technology thingy off in the distance there to my east. But I want to try and show you guys some new stuff. Because I'm fairly certain this is how we progress. I just don't remember what it gives me. So we can certainly have a look at that together. Cargo pod. Ooh, I want that. Wow, okay. What is this? Faecium? It's just like poop? Foul-smelling compound that can be harvested from the gut rot flower, or less desirable, from the fecal matter of some species. Great. Viscous fluid. That's really what I want out of my life. Oh, wow.
Radiation protection.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Alright, well that was cool, but also I almost just died from radiation damage, so that would have been not so great. Is it safe to go in there, or is it just like permanently irradiated? Okay, I guess just opening it up was bad. Huh. Okay. Good to know, I guess. That was concerning. Okay. So basically I just need to crack it open and then run like hell, because otherwise the radiation damage is gonna mess me up.
Thermal protection falling.
Although, fortunately, going inside does shelter me from the hazardous elements, so I've got that going for me. Let's do that. Let's run. Run, run, run.
Radiation protection falling.
Because that radiation damage is going to mess me up. Okay, so I got an exosuit something or other. Flexible upgrade circuit compatible with all person multi-tools. Oh, that's what it was. This module can be wired to a multi-tool at space station multi-tool upgrade rack, granting the user more space in the multi-tool's internal layout to add further upgrades or technology specializations. Alright, that's kind of fun. I'm not going to use it, because, as I've said, this multi-tool is garbage. And also, the rifle one that was in the space station is very good, so...
Levels stabilizing.
I would like to be able to get my hands on that, although it is worth noting that, much like many other games, the shops do rotate, so it's entirely possible that the rifle that was there in a previous episode is not there anymore.
Thermal protection falling.
Also, I see a couple of cargo pods. This one's underground, I guess. I have this terrain manipulator, so I can dig through the ground and mess things up if I so desire.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Makes me wonder, though, like, I mean, obviously I'm getting a whole lot of goodies out of this, but why is it so irradiated? That's what I want to know. Starship launch fuel. It's mediocre. Yeah, that was like 21 rads, which, admittedly, I don't exactly know what that means, but it's not good, I'll tell you what. Okay. So yeah, I know, I'm trying to, because the thing is, I don't know, it would be very unlike this game to, like, force you out of an area, but I want to be very thorough in grabbing all of the goodies that were here, so that when we do leave, I will not have forgotten anything. Because let's be honest, that's what's realistically going to happen. It's not that the game's going to force me out. It's that I'm going to forget, or I'm going to miss something, or something like that's going to happen, and it's going to just be sad. And you guys are going to be very upset. Ooh, warp cell. What was that? This antimatter-based fuel is one of the few power sources capable... Whoop, come on now, stick drift. Don't do this to me. Capable of meeting the incredible energy requirements of a starship hyperdrive. Secured within a robust housing, the cell is guaranteed paradox-free during FTL travel. Okay. Antimatter housing and antimatter to craft warp cell. Ooh, antimatter housing. Does this mean that I'm gonna get the recipe for that? Because I don't know if you guys remember, but on that drop pod on the planet that we started on, there was one of the things needed antimatter housing to fix. And if I can get my hands on that, I can get my first, well, not my first, I can get another exosuit upgrade. And that is going to be super huge, because as fun as, you know, this is survival mode, so I do still need to kind of take this seriously. And one of the things that survival mode does is it makes the stack size in your inventory significantly smaller than in normal mode. Which means that I desperately need as much inventory space as I can physically get my hands on. So the drop pod, oh dear, the drop pod is really going to be my friend for that.
Technology recharge.
Just needed to recharge my
Falling.
terrain manipulator for a second there. Come on, where's the thing? It's on the other side. I'm just being very linear in my approach to this. Probably. It's probably like maybe here, underneath this way. That's my guess. Yep, there it is.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay. There we go. Alright, let's see what we get from this thing. I mean, the goodies that you get from this are generally pretty nice. More money is kind of nice.
Protection falling.
Get out of there. Okay, 73,000 more units. That's pretty nice. I mean, to be honest, if I can... Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure... was it the ship that was 2 million, or the multi-tool that was 2 million? Or was it the one multi-tool that dude was selling in the outpost that I just couldn't afford because it was really good? Maybe that's it. So I'm pretty sure that was just me marking the condensed carbon. So I remember to go back for it at some point. So let's go grab this last cargo pod. Because it's definitely worth doing. Like, I mean, as long as you get out of the area before the radiation does serious damage to you, you'll be relatively fine. More something. Antimatter housing! Hey! Extreme radiation. Yeah. 21 sieverts. Because, alright, now that one I do know, because radiation is generally measured in microsieverts, which is, you know, 10 to the negative 3, or it's 1,000 microsieverts to 1 sievert. And like 600 microsieverts, I want to say, is like elevated levels of radiation. So the fact that we are, you know, maybe not 100 times that, but like certainly, you know, 40 times that, your body's not gonna appreciate that very much. Alright, anyway, freighter terminal, let's see what we got. Oh, that was weird. Log damaged. Partial recordings available. Okay, the signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? I don't know. Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Sure, what do you got? Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. Interesting. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. Schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Ooh! I pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Interesting. Okay. FL propulsion drive that allows Starship to attain warp speed and jump between neighboring systems. User is advised to access hyperdrive systems through galactic map. So I need chromatic metal and microprocessors. Begin hyperdrive installation. Acquire components, purchase microprocessors, refine chromatic metal, finalize installation. Okay. If I am not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that... First things first, let me just go into like one of these cargo rooms and replenish my hazard protection and chat for a second about what I'm thinking. So, I'm fairly certain that I actually know how to make microprocessors, right? No. No, I do not. Okay, never mind. I guess it was maybe the metal plating that I was thinking of, but I do not have the recipe for that. I was just lucky that I happened to get my hands on some of these. Okay. Well, I have this now. Rebound oxygen forms a protective gas pocket, preventing the antimatter from reacting with the surrounding casing. Interesting. I hope that I get the recipe for this, but for now, I will definitely try and just go back to my original drop pod and put that into the drop pod, because I think it was, what was, one of them was sodium nitrate. I don't remember what the other thing was. Also, I'm fairly certain that this is a save beacon right here. No, it's not. Never mind. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to try and hoof it back to my starship. Because at some level, it doesn't make sense to just hold on to the blueprints, right? I mean, it's part of the tutorial mission, to be honest. But, you know, you guys will be able to see another system. I will say that if you guys do stick around to the third system that I jumped to, so, you know, the first one, this one, and then the one after that, there will be, unless the game has changed, there will be something very exciting that I will be able to show you. And I'm going to try and get there without too much dilly-dallying, or at least make the journey a little bit more interesting for you guys, because I respect that running around and grabbing materials can be fun, but it's not quite what everyone on the channel is looking for.
Thermal protection falling.
Let's fix this, because I'm pretty sure this is going to give me some more nanites, which I really need. Yeah, I need those to make, or not make, but purchase, like, exosuit upgrades and whatnot. Yeah, so this is the whoops, that was dumb. Oh well. Yeah. Unfortunately, you cannot get around that, which is a shame. Anyway. I could have sworn that there was a... Yeah, it looks like there was a building up there. And I am in some trouble. So let's do that. And I'll wait on the battery until I do need it. No, life support power at 5%. Well, that's not great now, is it? Should be able to make some more jelly, though. Yeah, I know. Well, I've got some oxygen. Let's use that instead. It is a bit of a shame that the life support doesn't recharge in, like, a space station where it's clearly an oxygenated environment. But, oh well, what are you gonna do? Did I go the wrong way? I could've... Oh, there it is.
Channel protection fully.
Silly, silly. Is that knowledge stone close? Not really. Hello, flesh. Got 20 seconds before I need to get inside. Unfortunately, I do not think I'm going to get there in time. No, I'm not. But I can do that. And then... That was my ship. That's definitely not what I was looking for. Yeah, right here. Keep going this way. I'm gonna just try and take full advantage of the fact that my upgrade is gonna take some of the load off of my hazard protection, which is pretty nice. So we can just kind of run along. That was actually a very lucky thing that I happened to get a heat. Oh no. Okay. I do remember a building like this. This place is terrible. So these things here, the whispering eggs, if you destroy them, they will spawn what's called biological horrors, which at this early point in the game will rock my shit. So I am not going to try and pick a fight with those things. I don't even have the bolt caster yet, which is part of what I'm doing a slight detour, because I need the bolt caster if I'm going to check this out. Okay. Boltcaster, give me the goods. Alright, so now we have a gun, but I need ammo to actually use it. So let's make some ammo. Okay. Now, here's the problem with the place like this. There can be extremely good loot here, but obviously, those whispering eggs will straight up own me if I destroy them. And I know that you guys think it would be hilarious if I did that, but I also know that there's not enough people watching to justify doing that for an audience. So, also, because this is survival mode, if I die, I lose everything in my inventory, so I'd rather not do that. And I got a navigation pack, so that's kind of nice. Nanites, condensed carbon, more condensed carbon, and some ammo. That's cool. Give me some health. Okay. Oh my god. That's scary as shit. Like, the fact that the game cut itself off because it knows that what I'm about to do is extremely dumb and I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to be extremely careful here because there tend to be like plants and stuff that will attempt to attack me. And also this place is just gross. Corrupted terminal. What do you got for me?
No free slots in suit inventory.
Okay. Ugh, it's all gooey and gross. I don't like it. Alright, let's see. What do I get rid of? I could probably just get rid of the goop, because let's be honest, it's not really worth holding on to, and I don't really want to sell it. Those viscous fluids. Yeah, let's just get rid of those. Don't need them, don't want them, get them out. Okay. Is that teeth? Does this thing have teeth? Alright, well, hopefully this is worth it. What do you got for me? User identified, terminal now active, unlocking data log for analysis. It looked like a wound on the world, crimson and ragged edged, like something that once lived, but then was torn asunder. was then torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien fetor, but nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become modal then, crawling on a mat of slow cilia, moving from me. I should have left it alone. Yeah. I discover something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey. Nice. Okay. So that's sort of the thing, is that if you can get into this place and not poke any of the shit that's gonna try to murder you as hard as it physically can, there is some very good loot that you can find in places like this. However, you screw up, you die. That's basically how this goes. Now, I was very lucky because generally there's like a plant or something that hangs from the ceiling that will attempt to rock your world if you don't pay it the proper respect. Starship launch, nice. First aid, I'm good, but you know what? Can't hurt. Literally. Nothing found. Great. I guess I can't seem to open this. It's so pustully and gross. Alright. I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna be very careful to not disturb any of the eggs. Because if I do that, the things that will crawl out of the ground and murder me in the face will murder me in the face. It's gonna be real bad. But I did get a whole bunch of nanites, so, you know. And I didn't die, so that's pretty cool. My skin is tingly, and I don't like what I just did, but I didn't die. I mean, I guess if I did want to show you guys, what I would do is I would go into my ship, and I would, like, shoot a couple of them. You know what, I might do that. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm in my spaceship. What can happen, right? It's not like they're gonna destroy my spaceship, right? Please don't destroy my spaceship. I really... If I crash this thing, and I'm stranded on this planet, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I don't even know if they'll let me crash the ship and get stranded on this planet. I feel like that would be really mean if it did allow that, but it would definitely be kind of on brand for the game. So, yeah, we're gonna... I mean, I could call my ship. I have the fuel, and, you know, there's my hydrogen right here that I could use to make more Starship launch fuel. So there's really no reason for me not to. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just collect this dihydrogen here, and then I'll just summon my ship, and we can get out of here. Summon vehicles. Give me my ship. Okay, so the abandoned building is over there. Oops. Yeah. So we are going to go take off, and I'm going to attempt to shoot the eggs and see what happens. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, so yes, I can install this, but I can't actually build it, which is fine. Alright, so I have more fuel, which I will put in the ship inventory. And then I will use one of you in there. Okay. There's also sodium nitrate crystals over there. That's disappointing. Disappointing in the sense that I cannot mine them, and sodium nitrate is extremely effective at recharging your hazard protection. Alright. See if I can take off a little farther, just so you guys can really appreciate... God, I'm so freaking scared. Like, if they somehow summon flying things that come to try and just murder the crap out of me, I will not appreciate that. Not at all. Okay. Where is it? That's the problem, is, like, you travel too fast in your ship sometimes. I thought I marked it, but maybe I didn't. Could have sworn that I did. I mean, I will burn some of my fuel to show you guys what it looks like. Oh, there it is. Okay. Did I make them angry? Are they mad yet? There's combat music or something. Alright, sorry about that, guys. If you're wondering what's with the jump cut, I tried to shoot a couple of the eggs with my ship weapons, and I was doing damage to them, but for whatever reason, they just weren't spawning. So, unfortunately, I was not able to get my hands on a sweet image for you guys, but when I get a little more powerful in the game, or at least when I am slightly less squishy and able to be murdered, which I suppose is the definition of being more powerful, good one me, I will try and show you guys just exactly how much those guys will rock your world, because it's not good. So I definitely remember the antimatter housing. I'm fairly certain it was sodium nitrate, which I can actually make using the refiner. But let's see what we got. Carbon nanotubes, sodium nitrate, antimatter housing. Okay. I can make 2 of the 3. And I should be able to just, like, put down the
Radiation protection.
the stuff. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. The portable refiner. That's the one. I should be able to put down the portable refiner and make some, that's not that. There we go. I don't have it? Because it's still at my base. Alright. Well. What do I need? Metal plating and oxygen. Alright, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of valuable, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. It's worth it. I don't really want to use all of... Oh, yes. I was going to say, I don't want to use all of the carbon if I can avoid it. Just 20 is good. And then sodium into sodium nitrate. Awesome! I'm just going to use all of it. Screw it, it's fine. Because I'll use what I need for the drop pod thing. And then whatever I don't need, I'll just put into my hazard suit. That'll really solve my problem. Alright, exosuit upgrade. Multi-hologram. I don't have the nanotubes for that. Sodium nitrate, done. Power core, done. And yes, because I'm in here, my radiation levels, they're getting better. Alright. Can I can, so I can take a tech slot, or I can take a cargo slot. Now, later in the game, tech slots will be valuable because, obviously, You don't want... You can put tech in your cargo slots, but that tech takes up a spot. Whereas, obviously, the tech slots are designed for technology. So, I am going to take an inventory slot. And my exosuit has now been upgraded. So now I permanently have another exosuit slot. And you can see, basically by the sort of empty boxes, that this is like how many possible slots you can get. But, you know, I am not really concerned about that at the moment. So let's go to space. And let's go to the space station. And... space station? Oh, it's on the other side of the planet? No, it's not. It's right there. Pulse drive! Wee-hee! Alright. In this time, I'm going to just take a moment to recharge my stuff. Sort of appreciate what I got going on. Starshield battery. What the heck is a Starshield battery? Can't make it, so it's not really important. Anyway, I would probably cut this out, but it's only like 30 seconds. If for some of the like super large systems, I will probably cut it out because the pulse engine takes like a minute or two to get to it. But fortunately, this one is not one of those systems. Just taking another sip of my water real quick. Alright, let's go buy some microprocessors. Where's the terminal? There it is. And yes, I could use the data that I currently have in my inventory as a... Oh, I can buy chromatic metal here too. That's interesting. I could use it to get another drop pod upgrade, but at some level, I don't really want to do that. I also can't build on the space station, unfortunately. Okay, so I have some chromatic metal. How much do I need? 125. So, as you can probably guess by the amount that they want you to get in the bottom left, or the bottom right, copper refines to chromatic metal 2-to-1. So, that is a bit of an issue. Fortunately, though, I do actually have enough copper on me that I could just teleport back to my base and it would not be an issue whatsoever. However, so albumin pearls, I will sell these because I could use the cash. Right, so the decrypted user data is really only valuable at a particularly economically powerful system, of which this is not one. So, I don't know. So these are trade goods. Basically, the logic of this being that if you really wanted to just farm money, you would buy these and then travel to a system in which the economy is very strong, and you would just... Hold on. Construct new starship? You can just do this? Whoa. Okay. That may be something that we go take a look at in a future episode. Calibrate personal visuals. I don't really care. I'm playing in first person, so I can't see myself anyway. I assume this is starship upgrades. Purchase improvements. What do we got? Where to find upgrades. Use this outfitting station to increase the size of starship inventory or improve its base stats by upgrading its class. Upgrades to specific functions such as weapons or engines can be purchased from technology merchants. Okay. Begin salvage analysis. Melt ship into scrap. Salvage analysis complete. Cannot break into parts. Select desired extract high value scrap metals or harvest reusable customization module. Basically, I cannot break the ship into parts because I only have one ship. Once you get... Actually, this is kind of a spoiler. Yes, you can get multiple ships. No, I'm not going to tell you how that's going to work. This game has been out for a very long time, but I am going to withhold this information for those of you that have never seen it before. But basically, they don't want you to be stranded without a ship somewhere and being unable to afford it, which is understandable. If I had multiple ships, for one reason or another, I could scrap one of them if I needed space to get a different one, for example. He doesn't have any work for me. Let's actually take a look at what upgrades we could get before we go back. Just because I'm curious. Upgrade starship. What do you got for me? Augment inventory storage. 7 million units. Okay. Improve storage for free with storage augmentation units. Upgrade class is 10,000 nanites. Yeah, that ain't happening. So, as I'm sure you have guessed by this point, there are multiple different starship classes. Well, so there's like the class in that, like the A or the C, B, D, S, and whatever. What are you? But also there are various different kinds of starships. You saw freighter, solar. I have no idea what solar is, but freighter is like very large inventory space. Fighter is very maneuverable, and its weapons are very good. This pilot looks displeased at my request to open trade negotiations, but then changes their mind. The equipment I carry has been impressed them. They make a series of small barks. Their cargo and ship are ready for inspection. Recruit lifeform to squadron. Well, I can't do that because reasons that, again, will become available. Deionized bulwark. More shield strength. So this is a... I want to say it's a fighter. It looks like a fighter. It's B rank, B class, so it's very nice. Basically, it's just better than my ship. However, as you can see, that ain't happening. So that is not authenticated starship. I have no idea what that means. Maybe it's like a pre-order bonus. But yeah, so this... Man, that ship is... My ship is really weird looking, I just realized. Anyway, I am going to take the teleport back to my base, so there's no dinking around. And I am going to... Walk to that place, please. I'm going to take advantage of the refiner that's there. We're going to refine the chromatic metal, and then I think we're going to try and warp to a new space station, or system. And get one step closer to galactic domination. No, we're going to get one step closer to completing the objective of the game, which is, of course, to get to the center of the universe. We'll see how that goes. I have no idea. But we're just going to let this do what it's going to do for a minute. I will probably cut this out because I really have nothing to talk about for this part, to be honest. chromatic metal has finished processing, so let's take that out. And let's go build ourselves a hyperdrive. And then we can go take a look at a new system. So that'll be kind of fun. Alright, hyperdrive. Chromatic metal, done. Microprocessor, done. And we got ourselves a warp cell. Stick it in that bad boy. Wow, that really does not charge very much. Okay. It would have been smart-ish to have auto diagnostics report. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Hyperdrive fuel status empty. Well, it was. My hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I will really find answers out there amidst the stars. But without warp cells, I will be going nowhere. I need to find a source of antimatter. Good question. No idea. Scanner attuned to antimatter. Alright. Antimatter trace detected. Target locked. Is this the... No. Scan that planet. See if I've been there before. No idea. Let's go have a look. Whee! Oh, this is the radioactive planet that I think we started on. Which is funny, because I was just here to fix the drop pods, so... Oh well, live and learn, I guess. It's fine, though. It'll be interesting to see if they've changed any of the other hazard thingies. Because there are, to my knowledge, 2 other hazards. And one of them, I'm sure you could have guessed based on the top or the bottom left. Wait a second. Is this the abandoned building that I was shooting up? Or is this a different one? Okay. Wait a second. No, yeah, not that. Manufacturing facility. Okay, so it's not the same place.
Radiation protection.
Again, not what I'm going for here, game. Come on. Drop pod. Wait a minute. Was that the drop pod that I had found already? Or was it something else? Anyway, we have a antimatter thingy to find. Right. Target sweep. Okay. Estimated distance, so this way, or quite a ways. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Bit of a shame that I don't have my, or that I don't have a radiation projection upgrade unit thingy. Oh my god, that is an abandoned building. Is it the same one that I found before?
Radiation protection falling.
No, you're not gonna make me go into the abandoned building, are you? It's fine, as long as I don't piss off. Okay, target in range. What do you got for me? Yep, it's in the abandoned building. Of course it is. Okay, so we're not gonna piss off the Whispering Eggs. Because if I do that, it's basically certain death. And I would rather not encounter certain death. Because, you know, certain death is bad for you. So we're gonna loot these crates and we're gonna see what we got. Ion battery. Nice. Oops, that's not done. Life support gel. Also very nice. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. We're going to save and chart this particular zone. And I got another navigation guide. So that's kind of cool. Alright. Oh, boy.
Radiation protection falling.
Oh, that's not great now, is it? Alright, into the fire. Here we go. Please, no angry plants.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Okay. This looks like the same place. Is there a terminal? It's not the same place. Because I removed the goop from you already. But it definitely looks like the same place. Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. Success! The terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make a note to avoid getting closer. Good idea. The device opens, revealing a single, unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. Interesting. You will find us when the time is right. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Alright, so I need chromatic metal and condensed carbon. Contained negative matter and baryogenesis antiparticles. The vast energy potential of antimatter makes it highly valuable. 95% of existing antimatter consumption is in the powering of Starship hyperdrives. Warning, uncontained usage is not recommended. Yeah, I'll bet it isn't. More bullets, which is nice. Considering where I am, I'm not gonna frown at bullets. Is there like a hazardous plant in here or something? Because I feel like there should be a hazardous plant in here or something. That's carbon, which is very nice. Sodium nitrate, which is very nice. More bullets. Alright, give me the goods. I believe those should give me some more nanites, which I will not be particularly upset by. Alright, let's just leave. Let's not stick around here any longer than I have to. Yeah, because these whispering eggs are bad news.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, I am kind of running low on time for this episode, so I'm gonna try and see if I can... Here, you know what, I'm gonna summon my starship. What? Never mind. No, I'm not. Faster, me, faster!
Life support power low.
I would very much like to be able to make it back to the starship and show you guys the brand new system. But we'll have to see what happens. Because at some level, I am running out of time. Basically, I've got like 3 minutes, so hopefully we can make this happen. Come on, game. Just let me have this. Not gonna piss off the biological horrors. It's not gonna happen. I do kind of want to check out the manufacturing facility. Oh, not enough fuel in the launch thruster. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Yeah, I'm going to end this one here, because I don't think we're going to have enough time. I'm fairly certain that at this point, I'm not going to actually be able to... There's more in the quest line that needs to happen before I can progress to the next star system. I thought I was closer than I actually am. I am not, unfortunately. So I will definitely try and pick this up in the next episode. While just doing some inventory management, trying to make sure I don't die. But I will address this in the next video. I plan to be able to go to the next star system for you guys, and we can check out that manufacturing facility just in case they've got anything interesting. But until the next time, I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you all sticking around so I could entertain you, and as always, take care of yourselves. Alright, bye.